Hey, my name is Dan. I used to work at the biggest dealership in the country, and now I teach fine folks like yourself on how not to get fucked when buying a car. Now, in this video, I want to talk to 20-year-olds. I don't care if you're 20 or 29. In this video, I want to tell you how to buy the best possible car, how to save the most money, and just how not to get screwed by the dealership when you're going to be ready to buy a car. So first I want to start off with the biggest trap that you're going to be offered to jump to while you're in the dealership. That is buying a new car or leasing a car. Never buy a new car, especially lease a car in your 20s. Here's why. Number one, car is going to take immense depreciation and you will feel it. By the time you sell your car, you're going to lose at least $5,000, maybe even $7,000. It's going to hurt a lot. Number two, where are you going to be in 4 to 7 years? You're not going to be barely surviving like you are right now, most likely. You're going to be making $80, $120, $150, $170,000 a year because you're hustling, you're grinding, you're putting your nose down, you're working like a motherfucker, right? You're not just settling down for a Honda Civic for next 25 years. So if you buy a new Honda Civic, new Toyota Corolla, new Mazda 3, whatever you're looking at, I don't care. Whatever new car you're looking at, how long do you plan to keep that car? Do you plan to keep that car for 15, 17 years? If yes, then yeah, buy a new car. That car will last you a very long time. You're not going to feel depreciation because that car is going to be serving you for 15 years. Unless you're planning to buy that car for such a long time, then there's no point of buying a new car only for a few years. Right now, you just need a workhorse, all right? You just need a workhorse that's going to bring you to the battle where you're going to kick some ass, stack some paper. That's it. Now, second part is high insurance rate, okay? You're going to get absolutely molested when it comes to insurance rates. And there's three ways to mitigate that. Number one, register the car that you're going to buy onto your friend or your relative, and whenever you're going to buy a car, just let them buy the car. You just tell them, hey, go buy this car, here's the cash, or here's the financing thing, you know. That's number one. And here's what you do. They're paying for the insurance and you're paying them because they're older. They're 30, 40 years old, and they're gonna pay like $80 a fucking month instead of you having to pay $300, $400, $500 a month. So yeah, that's an option. What you have to do is, that's the most important part. You gotta call the insurance company and you gotta figure out, yo, if my friend gets in a car, right, and he drives it with my permission, but he gets into a car accident, is the car covered? So you gotta make sure that your friends can't drive the car. So your friends would be you. So you know you're just doing some spy work, some leg work, some info gathering to make sure that the insurance company you're gonna insure with is going to be able to work in this situation. Typically, I go through Safeco or the General, the mustache guy, cartoon type of deal. Next one is going to be just driving with no insurance. I drove for years with no insurance with just a fake insurance card. I mean, shit, you got to do what you got to do. It ain't easy. No fucking rules out here. Just do whatever you got to do, you know? So the problem with that is you can't get into accidents. I mean, that's a good thing also, you don't get into accidents. And number three is, this is really the easiest one, is just you own the car, you drive the car, you pay for the insurance. However, these cars you want to avoid. Number one, no racers, no ricers. Okay, none of that shit. No Subarus, no Ford Focus ST, no Fiesta ST. I know they're fun cars. I know, I love them myself. No two doors. I don't care if it's 1957 slowest car in the world. If it's two doors, insurance companies are looking at it as if it's a fucking Ferrari, as if it's a fucking sports car. You can get a two-door Cavalier. That thing moves slower than a fucking turtle. Insurance company is gonna look at that thing and consider it a race car. And no turbos, obviously. No Europeans. If you're thinking about getting a European car, forget about it. Absolutely not. No Fiats, no Jags, no Range Rovers, no Mercedes, no Beamers, no Audis, none of that. Here's why. They're very poorly built. I don't know how else to say it. The quality of European cars is absolute garbage. They're just unreliable. If you know somebody that has a reliable German car, congratulations. You have met a fucking unicorn. Now go ahead and turn around and look at all the junkyards that are filled with Mercedes. Now look at all the tow trucks that for some reason don't have Hondas, Mazdas, Chevys, Toyotas on them, but they're full of fucking Bentleys, Rolls Royces, Ferraris. I just live in Florida, Miami right now, and that's what I see. I don't remember last time I seen a fucking Toyota being towed. I see Bentleys getting towed, I see Jags getting towed all the fucking time. I see Beamers, Mercedes, Audis on the flatbed every day. I haven't seen a fucking Chevy 1500 on the tow bed ever. I haven't seen a Honda. I haven't seen like a Ford Taurus ever. So buy cars that are reliable. You're buying a workhorse, all right? You're buying a car that's gonna work for you. You're not buying a fucking pussy magnet. What do you think? You're gonna impress somebody with a $30,000 base model truck, or a Dodge Challenger or a Charger? Are you kidding me? It's 30 grand. Who are you gonna impress with that? Just buy a normal car and work hard. Now this is the most important part. MTR, medium-term relationship. This car should last you between 4 to 7 years, because by the time you're done with the car, you're gonna be on your feet, you're gonna be making good money, and you can pass this car to somebody else in need. You can sell it. You can sell it for parts if it doesn't work very well, or worst case scenario, you can tow it to a junkyard for a couple of $100s, okay? Now, how much would you be willing to pay for a used car? You're 20, 25, 27, 29, I don't care. How much would you be willing to pay? I mean monthly payments, I don't mean the whole thing. We're thinking of monthly payments, okay? $200, 180, 150? What about 120? How's $120 a month sound? Would you be okay paying $120 a month for a used car? I would be. That's what we're gonna aim here for. That is our goal. By the time you're done with the car, you should end up paying $120 a month. This is how we calculate that. We take the full price of a car, let's say $1,500, okay? Then we're gonna see how long we kept it for. Let's say we bought a $1,500, car that's barely running, and we kept it for a year, and then it blew up out of nowhere. Well, $1,500 divided by 12 months, that's $120 a month. That's perfect. If you buy a $3,000 car, it should last you 2 years. If you buy a $4,500 car, that should last you 3 years. So it's $1,500 a year. So if you're buying whatever car you're buying, okay, divide that by $1,500, okay? Let's say 7,000. 7,000 or whatever, 9,000 or 5,000. Divide that by $1,500. So let's say 6,000. 6,000 divided by $1,500, that's 4. That means this car should last you 4 years, and it's going to be $120 a year. $120 a month, my bad. Okay, now these are the cars you want to buy. Toyota, Honda, Mazda, Hyundai, Kia. Hyundai and Kia after 2010 are actually superb. Love them because Mercedes put some money into Hyundai, and I have no idea how a brand that doesn't know how to make good quality car started to make good quality cars. I don't know. There must have been witchcraft going on. Maybe interdimensional mechanics jumped in and showed Hyundai and Kia how to make a fucking car, not a toaster on wheels. But from 2010, Hyundais and Kias are amazing, especially newer ones. Oh my God. Especially if you get a chance, look at Genesis. That thing is absolutely superb. Okay, Nissan is also good. Ford, do not buy Ford Focus. I cannot say enough bad things about Ford Focus. Ford Focus has the worst transmission out of any car in history. This is how bad it is. There is a class action lawsuit against Ford with their shit-ass transmissions. There's thousands of people suing Ford. Their transmissions are blowing up 1,500 miles. 20,000 miles, 30, 40,000 miles. Transmission should last you 100, 120, 150,000 miles, not 20,000 miles. So stay away from Ford Focus. They're absolutely garbage. The automatic transmission. If you're gonna get a manual, you're gonna be fine, but you know, if you want to drive a manual, if you're living like in the high traffic area, dude, that manual will absolutely kill your lower back because you're sitting and it's really uncomfortable. I drove manual for 5 years. It was a manual turbo Saab. It was a pretty cool car, but whenever it was in traffic, dude, my back would hurt after I drove that thing. It was really bad. Chevy is actually really good. Chevy Cruze, I like that one actually. Now, all these cars are really cheap, okay? I don't mean cheap as in bad, I mean like cheap as in inexpensive, okay? They're very good cars, but they're inexpensive. Now, well, let's say you got a little bit of money stacked up, right? Where you should have. I mean, you're 20 years old. You've probably been working since you're 14, 15, or 16. So you got a little bit of money stacked up. You know, you can put down a down payment, a couple of $1,000s. So what kind of car would I recommend if you're looking to get into something that's a little more adult, that has a little more status, that's more comfortable, it has heated seats, keyless entry, backup cameras, you know, an adult car, okay? So that would be Lexus, Cadillac, Infiniti, and then Lincoln. Those cars are really good. So that's what I would recommend because German cars and European cars are off the market for us because we can't afford to be replacing shit on them all the fucking time because we gotta work. We can't have a car sitting in a shop for 2 or 3 weeks being fixed. What are we gonna drive to work? Walk to work? You kidding me? So now let me show you the biggest thing that you can do, the best thing you can do for yourself to buy a car at 40 to 50% off. Okay, rebuilt title. Cars that have been in accidents. Car was in an accident, it was repaired, and then it's on Craigslist or wherever, eBay or Auto Trader, wherever you're looking at cars, and you can buy them. I have driven my entire life on cars that with rebuilt title. All of my friends have driven cars their entire lives with rebuilt titles. Their parents drove cars with rebuilt titles their entire life over here. So if somebody is telling you rebuilt title is shit or something like that, tell them to go fuck themselves because they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. If somebody tells you, well, rebuilt title means the car was totaled. This is what a totaled car looks like. This is what a salvage looks like. Do you see the difference? One looks like mangled piece of crap. Another car looks like it was just in a car accident. So total cars, they're totaled. That's why it's called totaled car. Nobody's gonna be fixing this shit. It doesn't make sense for business. Let's say I buy this car. It's gonna cost me $1 million to repair that ugly thing. What if I buy the second version, which is the salvage car? Yeah, I'm gonna put maybe $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 into it. I'll fix it up and I'll sell it. Here's what you gotta keep in mind. I don't care how good you are with cars. I don't care how good your friends are with cars. If you're buying a car without inspecting it, clean title or rebuilt title, you might get fucked. You're taking a chance. I mean, that's the same risk as in going in with no rubber. Dude, safety first. Come on. Get with the program. Would you rather spend $100 to inspect a car? Or would you rather have one of your friends or one of your co-workers or whatever, so-called mechanic? I'm not saying your friends are shitty mechanics. I'm just saying, if you don't put up a computer, how you know the miles aren't rolled back? It costs $150 to roll back miles to whatever number you want, and you're not even gonna know. There's scams going on. You won't know unless you hook up the computer. How do you know the transmission is good, the engine is good, the electronics are good, the computers aren't fucked? How do you know that the suspension is good? Doing this, just shaking a car? No, come on. Really? That's how you test your cars? I mean, I can't really, no. Grow up. Stop risking it. So, Now let's dive into the cars that I picked out. This took me literally 30 minutes to find on Craigslist. 30 minutes. Let's see what it is. Okay, perfect. 2007 Nissan Altima, $2,000. Okay, 93,000 miles. So let's say I buy this car, right? $120 a month. That's when my ideal monthly payment is. How long can I own this car so I don't exceed $120 a month? Well, that's easy. $2,000. Divide that by $120 a month. That's 16 and a half, I'm going to call that 17 months. That's a year and a half. If in a year and a half this thing blows up, I don't give a shit because I got my money out of it, you know? Plus, in a year and a half, I bet I saved some money so I can buy a better car. Or I can do exactly the same thing and buy a different car. But this is a Nissan. This is a Japanese car. This car will drive to 120, 130, 140,000 miles, no problem. I'm not buying something suspicious, you know? I'm buying a car that I will take to a shop, inspect it, and I'm gonna see how the car is. That's it. I'm not gonna do voodoo dancing around the car, pretend I know something about it. Hell no. I'm gonna let a professional mechanic tell me what the problem is, and then I tell the owner, this is what the problem is, I'll give you $1,000 for it. That's it. If this car has no diarrhea all over the seats or come on the ceiling, I'll take it. Next. Ooh, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We got 2009 Honda Civic, 2200, 89,000 miles. Dude, this car will drive to 180,000 miles, no problem. My buddy is driving 2010, I think, Honda Accord manual with over 200,000 miles. He's driving that thing just to prove a point. He is just trying to see, he's marathoning that bitch. Okay, check this out. Zoom in. You see the right side? 2 doors are hit. It needs a pillar, some airbags. Okay, I can drive this car as is because I bought this as a workhorse. If you want to have a better looking car, whatever, you can fix it. A couple of doors, it doesn't cost too much. So this is a rebuilt title car. This is not totaled. It's 2 doors. 2 doors. That's it. All right, next car. That's going to be another Honda Civic, $2,500, 90,000 miles, rebuilt title. Again, I'm not going to walk around the car and pretend I know something about it. I'll do visual pre-purchase inspection. I'll listen to it. I'll take a look at it. I'll drive it. I'll get the rev up. I'll take it out on the highway, get it up to 90. And then if I like the car, I'm going to take it to a shop to make sure the miles aren't rolled back. I don't care what the owners tell me. The miles are never rolled back. I'm the only owner. I don't give a shit what he told me. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking this car or any car to a shop always. I don't care what the owner is telling me. I don't even care what the dealership is telling me. I'm taking the car to the shop. If somebody's telling me, no, you can't take a car to a shop, there's a really easy phrase you tell them. Go fuck yourself. And you get out. Because if somebody's not letting you inspect the car, there's a problem with the car. Okay, $2,700, 2008 Honda Civic, 121,000 miles. I mean, it's not bad. There's this one's also hit on the side. Look at that. You can fix that with paintless dent repair. Are you kidding me? For $2,700, I can get a car, and it's a fucking hybrid too. That's gonna last me, I don't know how many years, 121, probably 100, I don't know. It's gonna last me another 60,000 miles, absolutely no problem. Next one, dude, oh my God, this thing is amazing. Why the hell would anybody go to a dealership? Look at that. We got a Caddy. Yeah, the hood is off a little bit. 22-inch rims, 107,000 miles, $2,800. Are you kidding me? Dude, the rims are worth like $700. I can get $2,700 just from rims on this car. Okay, next one. 2007 Honda Accord, $2,900, 85,000 miles. It's another car. It's gonna get you from point A to point B. If you got friends you wanna throw in the back seat, you got it. You got kids or whatever you got. It's a good family car. It's gonna last you a very long time. With 85,000 miles? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? This car will be around $10,000 at the dealership. And I only say that because I sold these cars. I used to work at the dealership. Okay, we got a 2011 2011 Toyota Camry, $3,300 and 72,000 miles. Okay, 72,000 miles, that is really good. However, won't start until you play with it. Okay, so you gotta jerk this thing off before you can ride it. Take it to a mechanic. See what he tells you. What if the car doesn't drive? Have you heard of towing? Put in a towing, tow that bitch to a shop. See what the mechanic is gonna tell you. That's what I would do. This car is freaking amazing. Another perfect example of a rebuilt title car. Check this out. So it's hitting the front a little bit. We need a new headlight. The bumper's out of place. So it hit the whatever was in front of it very lightly. Most likely another car. What do we got here? Here is good. Look at the back. You see that big round dent? So that means this element right here was driving. It hit brakes very quickly, hit the car in front of it, just a smidge, tapped it a little bit, and then the car behind it either was on a cell phone or not paying attention or following too close, and it fucked him in the back pretty good. You just need a new door. The door for this car is just a couple $100. But here's the best part. Check this out. Check this out. It's $3,500 with 62,000 miles. I can get this car and I can drive it as is. I can put $70 of a new headlight in and I can drive this car for years. I don't give a shit about that back door. All right, let's move on. We got a Caddy at $3,500. It's not 13,000 miles. It's most likely 130,000 miles. It's a Caddy. You're going to feel good. You're going to ride nice. Probably has nice features like heated seats, Bluetooth, backup camera, and all that bullshit. We got 2007 Honda Accord, perfect condition, $3,500, 110,000 miles. This car is freaking amazing. Really look into Hondas and Toyotas. We got a Cadillac that is a SUV, SRX. I don't know too much about SRXs, about their quality, but it's a Chevy, so I'm assuming it's pretty good. But moreover that, it's $3,800. Check this out. Come on. 126,000 miles. This car only needs to last me 3.5 years before I can absolutely throw it away. Unless this car gets blown up, I can always sell it for $1,000. I can part it out, or I can put it to junkyard. I'm gonna get at least $1,000 back when I sell it. Okay, we got a Toyota. We can see the doors have been replaced and repainted, kind of ish, very kind of ish because it's painted on one side but not the other. 89,000 miles, $3,900. This car is perfect. We got a green Monster over here, another Honda Element, 2006, all-wheel drive even, rebuilt title, $4,500, 101,000 miles. Okay, the other one was a way better deal, cheaper and less miles. Even with the fixing that black car needed to do, it's still better because they had 40,000 miles less. That's like 3.5, 4 years of driving. Oh, this thing is amazing. $5,300, 75,000 miles, and this thing is like in perfect condition. Look at that, leather seats and everything. I bet you might even have a backup camera with this one, since it has leather seats. 75,000 miles. Are you kidding me? It's so cheap. We got a Caddy here. Check this out, $5,500. It's not an Escalade, but you're going to be riding in comfort. Okay, what do we got here? 63,000 miles. That is ridiculous. Oh my God, a Beamer. Stay the hell away from this thing. I don't care if it's $5,500. I don't care if it's $5,500. I don't care if it's 90,000 miles. I don't care about these shit rims. I don't care about tinted windows. I don't give a shit about none of that, because this car is gonna need at least $5,000–10,000 worth of repairs. This is a 7 Series. Do you know how expensive parts are for this bitch? Okay, another Caddy. $6 grand, 67,000 miles. Dude, look at this. I mean, look at that. Would you just look at it? Look, it looks good. Like, I bought a Lexus, but if I didn't buy my Lexus and this thing was available, I will scoop this bitch up in a minute. All right, Infinitis. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The reason I like Infinitis is engine size to horsepower ratio. They got 3.7 and they're pushing out 340. So I like that. That's the best, unless you're getting into like actual performance cars. I mean, out of Lexus's, out of Chevy's, Ford's, whatever you, even American Muscle, the displacement for this car and the horsepower they're putting out is absolutely amazing. However, if you're thinking about gas and saving gas, this is not car for you. You'll be getting 19 miles in the city. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple more cars in. Ooh, $6,500, 2012, 78,000 miles. Look at that. I mean, it's not top of the it's not the top of the line, okay? It's the bottom of the line, but you're gonna have a car that's gonna treat you very good and it's gonna last you a very long time. Let's see what else we got. We got another Infiniti. Somebody does not know how to use a fucking cell phone camera, but that's okay. You're gonna have heated seats, cooling seats, backup camera, Bluetooth, maybe remote start. No remote start. Keyless entry and a push button start. Yeah, 75,000 miles for $6,500. Why the fuck would they go to a dealership? Okay, we got another Caddy SRX, 7 grand, 97,000 miles. This is not the best deal. We've seen better deals for less money. But it's something. This is a really good one. 74,000 miles. And I mean, look at this. I know I'm going through because I just don't want to spend a lot of time. But yeah, you're going to have a nice sound system with Infinitis also. Just with all these luxury cars, you're going to have a nice sound system. Oh my God, this is probably one of the best deals out here. 2012, $8,000. Look at this. Look how clean this thing is. If I wanted to make a baby in this car, this is the car I want to make a baby in. All right, 40,000 miles. 40,000 miles. Okay, we got another Infiniti. Look at this. $9,000, 66,000 miles, but look at the interior. Look, hold on, look at this. Dude, it looks like a chocolate cake. I'm inside Hershey, all right? Give me a spoon, give me a fucking knife, and I will eat that. Now, last one, $9,000, $9,700, 51,000 miles. You're gonna have all the bells and whistles with the car. Come on, get real, get with the program, start doing your own research and your own work. I showed you everything I could. Get on it. This is Dan with 60 Minute Car. I'm signing out, and I'll see you on the internet.